And the New York City truck attack joins the long list of high-populated cities who have experienced the horrific actions of radicalized terrorism. One America's Marty Golingan takes us through this disturbing pattern.
ISIS-inspired vehicle attacks are on the rise globally, as witnessed in the vicious truck assault in Manhattan this week. The Islamic State has long urged its followers to carry out such attacks, as it requires minimal intelligence, planning, and manpower. Jihadist groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda teach members to launch lone wolf attacks on soft targets using improvised weaponry.
It's very difficult for intelligence and law enforcement to find, to discover, and to disrupt lone wolves, right? So we really need the help of the community, of the family and friends to give us warnings, right, about these kind of people. That's the way you have to deal with it.
In 2014, an ISIS spokesman said if explosives or bullets are not available, then members should use rocks, knives, poison, or a car to target enemies of Allah. Despite the group's current decline in the Middle East, self-radicalization on foreign soil has become a rampant issue this year alone. 2016 saw a flurry of targeted jihadist vehicle attacks all across Europe. In June of last year, a French resident from Tunisia rented a box truck in Nice, France, and afterwards ran down and killed more than 80 people and wounded dozens more during Bastille Day celebrations. Months later in Berlin, ISIS claimed responsibility for a fatal truck crash in a Christmas market that left 12 people dead and more than 50 others injured. The United Kingdom saw 2 serious truck attacks in London this year alone. In March, a police officer and 2 others died after a driver slammed into a group of officers and pedestrians on the Westminster Bridge. The wheelman was shot and killed by responding officers, and ISIS claimed he was a soldier of the so-called Caliphate. A few months later, a van plowed into pedestrians on London Bridge near Parliament. After the van crashed, a group of men left the vehicle, ran to Borough Market, and began stabbing people. ISIS also claimed this attack. And in August, at least 13 were killed and around 100 were injured in Barcelona, Spain, after a van mowed down pedestrians in a popular tourist district. 2 suspects were arrested, and the Islamic State once again claimed responsibility for the deaths of innocents.
Terrorists are constantly seeking to strike our nation, and it will require the unflinching devotion to our law enforcement, homeland security, and intelligence professionals to keep America safe.
Counter-terror experts believe social media makes it easy for ISIS recruiters to market terrorist materials to potential jihadists. They say the Islamic State also uses its online magazine and instructional videos to mold lone wolf terrorists abroad. But the idea of lone wolf attacks are now being questioned, as experts say modern encryption software makes it easier for those with ties to terror to hide their connections without the fear of alerting law enforcement officials. Marty Golingan, One America News.